What's up, fam? I'm JP Loves It, your host, and today my guest is Radar, an artist from out of the Boston, Massachusetts area. We're gonna be combing through his life a little bit and letting you know his backstory.
I'm Radar, from Boston. They call me the lowest. I stay to myself. Shout out TLF and Yarel. Um, what I do, I'm an artist, of course, but I also write for other artists, songwriter, producer, all those type of things.
Writer, songwriter, performer, producer, the guy. You him. How long have you been doing this?
I've been making music seriously since probably 16, 17 years old.
What were you singing about at 16 and 17?
Just whatever I heard about.
Whatever you heard about, what were you listening to?
Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne. That's how I got inspired to do music for real.
Like the get the fuck up off my toilet type shit?
Like all the Carter shit,
Uh-huh.
like all the. I mean, I definitely was talking about shit I had no business talking about.
Yeah, I'm assuming at 17 you had no idea what was going on with Lil Wayne.
I grew into it though.
You grew into it. What was your support system like when you were growing into the music space?
Um, I mean, it was at that time it was less people making music than there is now, so it was a little bit more special. Had a little bit more, I would say, support. Um, but the support turns into rappers now, so everybody's a rapper right now. So
So now the supporters are rappers?
yeah, they rappers too. But
No shade, shout outs to them.
shout out to all my people that still be supporting though. You know what I'm saying?
Do the rappers still support though?
Yeah, they still do.
Okay.
But it went from like, okay, he's the artist and boom, 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 and now it's like we all artists, and I support that too because I can help in many ways. So
It's crazy, like a lot of people who come into the music space, right? They start off with a huge group and then it just slowly dwindles and it's just this lone man who's really like
every
taking it to the
time,
top.
you ain't lying.
What do you think that recipe is? Why does it always turn into that?
I think a lot of people just they love the hype. You know what I'm saying? And then when they feel like they don't have that hype or something like that, or they're not seeing what they thought they would see, or the artist isn't looking like Lil Baby at the moment. It turns into I want to do something else. Not everybody has the same drive you have and the same vision you have. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that for sure.
So, in your evolution in the game, right? What has your circle turned into?
Just people that I can trust.
Mm.
I make sure it's people I can trust. I take my circle very seriously, very seriously. Shout out TLF. I take it very seriously. So if I get any bad vibes or I can't even trust you or you're not keeping it real with me, you got to be honest with me about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a brotherhood first, and then it turns into, you know.
How do you know if they're not keeping it real? Do you have like little situations put
Oh,
in
I
place to
know.
catch them?
Yeah. I know. That's one thing about it. I'm a know.
You slipping what you call it on everybody? Like one of them little things that you can just record everything?
Oh no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. But I know what you mean. Yeah, like I know what's going on. I know how to read people. I'm pretty good at that. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that though, I might set up a situation.
Why not?
Yeah,
Shoot, like
man.
especially how everything's going nowadays.
You gotta
You gotta
know.
protect yourself.
You have to know. You have to know.
When people listen to your music, what do you want their takeaway to be?
I want them to understand the things that I've been through, going through, and I want them to know that they might hear the music and be like, "Oh, he's a certain way," but just know that I'm a cool person, very relatable. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it like everybody else been through it. You feel me? I'm not too cool for school, nothing like that. But I want people to be able to relate.
You could fool me because you look too cool for school.
That's why I don't want that. I don't want people to think I'm too cool for school. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm very relatable.
It's giving Massachusetts swag because like in the being like we think a lot of things are beneath us.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel that way, then you don't really you're not in charge of your destiny to some
Yeah,
degree.
yeah. I think it's part of like the way that we are. I'll say that, but it's I'm chill. I'm very cool.
You're
I'm very
humble.
calm. Very humble. Very humble. Been through a lot, so I don't step on nobody.
What do you talk about mostly in your music, or what's a reoccurring theme in your music?
Um, trust.
Mm.
Yeah.
What about trust?
Just being let down by trusting people. Things like that. Whether it's a female, whether it's one of the homies. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a family member, just yeah, things like that.
In your humble opinion, do you think that rap should stay personal, or do you think that it has a obligation to reflect the community that it's coming from?
That's a great question. I think that it should stay personal. And when I say that, I mean, people should write about their story. Don't try to be writing for everybody else. And if it's relatable, if it's something that people can, say, oh, wow, I've been through that, then that's what makes it more special.
This is coming from a writer.
Yeah.
A writer who writes for other artists. Yeah. So how do you embody their story when you are writing for them?
I'm glad you asked. So I'll sit down with them, similar to this. I sit down, we chop it up, talk about their life, things that they've been through. And then, might listen to the beat while they're talking, get a little vibes going. And yeah.
So it's actually a personal communication with you and the artist. It's not just send me a song, I'll write something to it and send it over to you.
I mean, unless that's what they want, but that's not really what I'm into.
So kind of go in depth in what we talked about earlier. There's also, we're in a world where algorithms are taking over. Okay, and artists try to do whatever they can to, boost up in the algorithm. Now, that has to do with getting sales and everything, right? But should you be focused on the sales and trying to get that viral moment, or do you think we should? Who cares if it makes a sale? Let's really focus on the story.
I think it's different strokes for different folks. I mean, I think it depends, because then you have like certain artists that, like, and no shade to TikTok and stuff like that, but you have the TikTok artists and their goal is a lot different from my goal, so I can't say they're wrong. But some people, they're just looking for a number one hit and then get out of there, and tour forever off that one song. And some people, they just like me. I just love music so much, I just want to keep doing it. Like, one hit isn't gonna make me stop putting out.
Let me be petty real quick. What's a TikTok artist? Okay, because TikTok don't have a label.
Right.
So what is a TikTok artist?
So when I say TikTok artist, I mean an artist that goes into the studio and creates music with the mindset of it blowing up on TikTok. So they might say something very trendy in the hook of the song or something like that, or like it's just it's made that way, to go on TikTok and shit like that.
Or like them 4-second songs or something, where it's just like, is it just a hook? Yeah. I made that just for TikTok.
They got a dance already, and all that's cool. I'm not shading none of that. All that's cool, but it's just not me. And I think there's a lane for both. You know what I'm saying?
So there's no Radar dance TikTok song coming out soon?
I don't think so. Hey, if the people want it, let me know.
People, just start dancing to his music, okay? He can't stop us, right? We just start making TikToks and dancing to his music.
Just let me know, people, and I'll make it happen.
What you have out today?
Music wise?
Yes.
I got a bunch of music out, but the last project that I dropped is called Glass, and it's a 4-song EP. Pretty dope. Shout out Cam G's. He actually been on this before, and he's from my city, and he's on that project, so shout out to him. But yeah, I got a lot of things out. Way too much to even. I was putting out songs every month, projects every month.
Every month.
Yeah, it was getting crazy. I had to slow down a little bit.
Now, okay, so putting out projects every month, what is the artistry that goes behind it? Because obviously, like, you're shelling out projects, but there is some type of a storyline behind the project itself. Like, I'll give an example, right? For like Kendrick, he's popular right now, right? He always puts out some form of Picasso. Like, this thing was a Picasso he just recently released. What do, and not trying to compare or anything like that, but like, what is it that you put together in your music? Like, where do you go when creating?
I go to very vulnerable places in my life where the only way I'll talk about them is through music. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of things I talk about in my music, I don't even speak about in real life. Like, I don't just sit here and talk about it and stuff like that. But in my music, I can speak about it easy. You know what I'm saying? But just, yeah, things like that.
Sounds like you express yourself better with music, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like having a real, like, if you ever went on a date, right? Obviously you've been on dates, right?
I sure have.
But
I would hope so.
With being on a date, right? Are you one of those talkative people on dates, or do you have to, like, listen to track number 4? This will tell you everything you need to know about me.
That's crazy. All right, so this is what I do. I'm glad you asked. This is what I do. On the way there, if I pick you up, you gonna hear all the songs. I know what songs I'm gonna play in the car. You feel what I'm saying?
Wait, does she ask to hear, or are you
No,
one of
no,
those
no,
people
no, no.
who rap attack people?
Oh, I'm playing my music.
Oh, you're rap attacking.
But I'm strategic. I know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a certain song to make you understand certain things I want you to understand, because that's how I make my music.
Got it.
So like, I might play a certain song that let you know that, I'm this type of guy, I'm that type of guy, boom, boom, boom. But
So you're not even having a conversation in the car. You're just playing the music.
Yes.
And in her head, she's just like, "Oh my God, I think I'm in love."
Yeah.
And all she did was listen to music.
That's me 100,000%. If you know me, you know for sure.
That's wild. I love that. How do you Well, are you in a relationship now?
Yes.
How do you manage to keep a relationship with such a demanding schedule?
I don't know. It's tough. It's very tough. Flying out a lot is tough. Even having videos with women in it and stuff, like all that, it takes a toll on relationships and stuff like that. But we work through it.
That's what's up. Because you need to work through it. Do you have any advice for artists in the game that are in relationships that don't know how to work through it?
Just don't let a short good time, take you away from what you really got. You know what I'm saying? I done been there for sure.
Some people think that music videos are just for entertainment, and others think that it should tell a deeper story. What's your stance?
Me personally, my videos, I can make a deep song, and the video can be just as long as it's entertaining, right? I think we just spoke about Kendrick too. I think Kendrick's new video kind of explains that a little bit better. Like, he's not doing a lot, but his lyrics, he's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? But he's just standing there dancing, doing his thing. Just the whole. He's not even looking at the. If you realize, he ain't really look at the camera one time.
Then after that, he invited the wife and kids. Like, let's do this over here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like, as long as it's keeping the people, because sometimes if the video's too deep, it can make people be like, I ain't watching this. What is this, a Hulu episode? Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you keep it entertaining, you keep the audience there long enough to reset what you listen to, what you're saying.
How do you find a happy medium though?
You got it. It's about you. It's about your swag. It's about your vibes. It's about your music. I can't do the Kendrick Lamar video. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the Kendrick Lamar video, and he can't do my video, because we just two separate different type of artists and stuff like that. So it depends what your music sounds like, what your vibe is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of which, what type of artist are you?
I'm a very relaxed, wavy, vibey, very low, very calm, but I turn shit up.
I like that.
1,000%.
You know how they said that there are aliens out there, right? If aliens have been watching us, what do you think the most confusing thing they've came up with about humanity?
Most confusing things, an alien? Oh man, probably our decision making. They're probably like, what are these people doing down there for real? I mean, choosing the presidents, like all kind of stuff, man. It's like, they're probably just like, yo, y'all are
like, next planet.
Yeah, if I was them, I'll leave us alone, man. I don't want no part of this.
Do you think if they did contact us or get in contact with us, do you think they would be friendly, or you think it'd be like the day after tomorrow?
I'd hope they be friendly, but because this is such a mess already, they'd probably be the end of everything, honestly.
Would you run if they started like deboarding?
Hell yeah.
Okay, me too.
I'm out of here. Sure. What? I'm looking for the basement, the nearest basement. I'm going under. I'm not coming out.
Under. I think they said they got tunnels somewhere.
And bunkers and stuff like that.
They got tunnels somewhere. Under Walmart. That's what they've been building.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't hear that. Yeah. Walmart, y'all need to put me in.
In your humble opinion, what's one genre of music you think is dying and needs help?
Shit, my genre, rap, for sure.
Rap?
Yeah. I think it needs help because how do I say this without sounding crazy? I don't want to sound like, because
You're
there's
not gonna sound
so
crazy
many
because
rappers.
no, because you're an artist. Like
Right.
you're in this space. The thing is, we're in this world where everybody's so sensitive and we can't say anything without someone saying something.
Yeah,
So someone's gonna say something no matter what. But how do
that's a
you
fact.
honestly feel about this space?
I think that more people just need to be a little more honest,
Mm-hmm.
um and a little bit, and take their time a little bit more. You know,
Mm.
there's a lot of bullshit coming out, and I'm fine with that because it's all growth. You know, somebody can put bullshit out today, and then next year they like Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it comes with it. But I think it's just there's so many rappers and rappers and rappers that like everyone's starting at the same level of not really knowing how to do it the
So it's
right
like a
way.
plethora of everybody who doesn't know, but
Yeah,
they're making it.
they're
And
making it
so now they're
regardless.
creating a generation who thinks that that's what it's
Exactly.
supposed to
And it
sound
goes
like.
on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy work.
Yeah.
What's one music trend you think should come back?
Like real old school samples.
Mm.
Like that Kanye type. I think but not only with like, you know, the backpack rappers and stuff like that. I think it needs to be more into the mainstream world again,
Mm-hmm.
how it was. But yeah, more samples, more classics, more. You know, I like bridging the young with the old school.
Yes.
I
What
love
happened
doing
to
that.
that?
Yes.
I honestly like if I had to answer that, I would say like that selling the CDs out the back of your trunk thing. That builds character. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, where is
Yeah.
that moment? Now social media got you thinking that you just send it away. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
you're right. That's a great answer. Actually, I might have to switch to that answer because the CDs out the trunk, that was it.
That builds character when people
Yeah.
used to walk up to you and be like, buy this
Hmm.
CD.
And you really getting to know that person too. It's not
Mm.
just like you see a picture of them and it's like, oh, the album's out. Like, nah, you really get to meet them. You get to see their hustle. You get to see what they look like, what they stand for. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you, is there anything I didn't unpack with you that you want to share with your fans?
Just stay on the lookout, man, because I got so much things coming up, and you know I don't want to just spoil everything right now. But there's a lot going on with the TLF family, and make sure y'all stay tuned, man.
Do you have anything coming down the pipelines that we need to know about?
So I have a few projects out. I got Glass, I got 4L, um, and I got a lot of projects that I've been putting out this year. But the thing that y'all should be looking out for right now is that Private Yacht Charters, man. Private Yacht Charters is it. It's going up right now. We doing our thing.
It's called Private Yacht Charters.
Private Yacht Charters.
You see what I'm talking about? But he said, I'm humble. Can you let everybody know where they can find you?
The Real Radar, Instagram, The Real Radar, YouTube, The Real Radar, Twitter. Basically those three places you can find everything that you need to find on me. Radar, RADAR on streaming platforms. And you know, I'm there.